Anchor really is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me tell you why we use it for the morning mantra. It's free. It comes with built-in creation tools that allow us to record and edit our podcast right from the palm of our hand in our tablets or on our computers. Anchor distributes the podcast for us so that it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. No fancy studios or training required, just your unique voice. Did I mention it's free? 'Cause it is. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Hitting the gym to release stress is not nearly as effective as hitting the people that caused the stress to begin with. Hi, this is Coach MK, and this is the Morning Mantra. Hi, my name is MK Fleming. I'm a run coach based in Denver, Colorado. But this isn't a podcast about running exactly. Don't tell my clients, but we're never really talking about the running. When you know a craptastic event is coming, it helps to have a mantra to keep you centered and focused as you move through it. You don't have to be an athlete to be #coached and loved by Coach MK, and if you are here, then you are #winning at life. Today's mantra is, all things considered. All things considered. Coach MK is here to make spirits bright and get you excited to breathe the same toxic air the people around you exhale with some shady bitch lessons. To recap, conversations with passive-aggressive folk is like verbal tennis. As soon as the ball is in your court, get it out. Swing away. The only way to lose is to stand there and hold the ball. Now, there is zero passive in my aggression, and that method does not work for everyone. I get that. I'm not encouraging you to be anything other than yourself. The goal here is to plant some seeds in your brain that can grow into trees, so when the moment is right, you can pick off a nice switch and beat someone's ego back into submission with it. The golden rule for all shady bitches is the first rule of improv. Just go with it. You respond to whatever is said to you. Respond to their words, not to your feelings. They know they're hurting your feelings. That's the whole point. That's the source of their power. You can take that power back. They are not saying anything that on the surface is directly awful. If it was to be repeated, they could spin it as though they didn't say anything wrong. But you know what's going on there. You are not paranoid. My voice in the back of your head is the only validation you need to start playing verbal tennis. So, in lesson 1, we respond to phrases like, I don't understand, with, I know you don't. In lesson 2, we learn to meet TMI questions with TMI answers. Sometimes shame doesn't help you. Today in lesson number 3, we're going to learn how to match the backhanded compliment. These are the worst. They come in 2 forms. The what the fuck, which is a nice statement followed by something really hurtful. And the Jesus Christ, which is a helpful, in finger quotes, suggestion. Today, we're just going to focus on the what the fuck and come back to the Jesus Christ tomorrow. Examples of what the fuck include, that dress does a great job of hiding your weight gain. You are just so pretty in spite of all that gray hair. These cookies are amazing. Did your nanny make them? You must be the best coach ever. You don't even have to run fast to get their money. Yep, someone said that to me yesterday, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Examples of the Jesus Christ include, you could be so much prettier if you just lose some weight. You'll be an amazing mom, even if you never have kids of your own. Your kids would behave better if you just spend more time with them. Yeah, right? All of those are Jesus Christ. They're not helpful. But if you found yourself responding to a what the fuck statement like a deer in headlights, don't be ashamed. These usually take a minute to sink in. because it takes a minute to register that someone just said something so terrible to you in front of other people, but they didn't really notice it because there was nothing profane in there. And so if you respond with hurt or anger, you are unlikely to have the support of the people around you because they didn't really hear what happened. What was said was only indirectly terrible. What the fuck? That dress does a great job of hiding your weight gain. Take a deep breath. This moment is not okay, and you have every right to fight back. Get ready to serve. Key here, the execution. What this person said was subtle. It was meant to be overlooked. But it was a compliment, and it would be rude to overlook compliments. Every Southern belle knows this, y'all. The single most powerful response to any backhanded compliment is a very loudly spoken, "Thank you. God, that means so much coming from you, all things considered." Executed correctly, you'll have everyone's attention. The room will go a little quiet. People will start listening. They will want to hear what made you get so loud, what made you say thank you so loudly. Don't let them look away. All things considered, adding that little whisper gives a little something to it, like the fragrance on Elle Woods' resume. My God, see, that's the shade. All things considered. That is shade. We are alluding to those things we don't talk about, those things we don't talk about that aren't actually secrets, those things that are so obvious, so commonly known, those things that everyone knows and never says to your face. That's the point of shade, you see. Letting you in on the collective secret that's about you. Shining a light on dark corners, that's direct. It's rude. It could hurt the eyes. Shade just happens, and some may not notice it. Kind of like a backhanded compliment. God, that means so much coming from you, all things considered. There are only two responses here, and either way you win. Number one, they sit there and seethe silently. They know what you did, and they're smart enough to keep their mouth shut. Option two, this one is not a losing proposition either. The person tries to call you out. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Now you've got something to match. You can match this and call them out. Well, I don't know. What the fuck did you mean when you pointed out my weight gain, bitch? Match. Point. Either way, you just won. You just turned "what the fuck" into "what the fuck were you thinking?" You handled that moment like a shady bitch, and your coach is very, very proud. Maybe you can't tell everyone to fuck off, but anyone can throw shade like a classy, sassy, Southern bitch. It all starts with shady statements like, "all things considered." You are coached. You are loved. And you are winning at life. And you are definitely winning at life if you subscribe to my Nuzzlenut newsletter, follow me on Facebook, or follow me on Instagram. Feel free to do all three.